Get ready, because I'm about to do a very, very controversial video. I am going to predict the 10 qualifiers from semifinal 1. What's up, you fools? Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel, and yes, it's time, my friends, it's time to do the unthinkable, predict the outcome of the Eurovision Song Contest 2019. We're starting today with semi-final 1. Now, I said it's controversial. It always is. I don't really think it is, but people get upset if I don't put their favorite song or their country higher in my top, or God forbid, even as a non-qualifier. So people get mad. Don't get mad. This is really a prediction thing. It's not about my personal favorites. And just so you know, there is a disclaimer. I do have some surprising non-qualifier on my list, but to even it out and so you don't just get mad at me, this is what I'm going to do. I'm sharing with you my top 10 prediction, that is, and then go for one by one. Then we're going to also look at the ESC United staff and see how they have voted, and then the readers on our forum at escunited.com, they got to vote as well. You see that score as well, and that's gotta do it, gotta add the predictions from the betting odds in there as well, and then we combine these 4 scores and we have a bulletproof top 10, and I'll share that with you at the very end. So let's get this thing started. Don't get mad. So first of all, what I did, I looked at all the countries that are in the running, the 17, and there's something very interesting that I observed, and that is that the countries, for the most part, it's a pretty even semifinal, and by that I mean there's not one country out there that has like a huge boost from the get-go, right? When you talk about neighborly voting or diaspora voting, it's very limited, at least in this particular semi. Yes, you have Greece and Cyprus, you have Serbia and Montenegro, you maybe have Finland and Estonia, yada yada yada, right? But besides like one really close buddy, it's not as obvious in this one. So I think that particular part of the voting is very limited. I wouldn't call it non-existent, but certainly not as impactful, which makes it very interesting, because what I did then looked at the jury votes, potential songs that feel like jury favorites, and then televote favorites, combined it, and then came up with the ranking. Anyway, enough talking. Let's see what I came up with. And my number 1, the country that I believe that is going to finish in first place in this semi, already potentially a surprise, it's Greece. Yes, I believe Better Love could potentially win this semi. Hear me out. Why? I feel like Greece is going to be the Norway 2018 Alexander Rybak. Alexander finished 2nd in the jury vote, I believe, and then 3rd in the televote, yet still won the semi overall because of the discrepancy between the juries and the televote. And I expect a similar outcome this year. I do not see a whole lot of songs that have like the universal appeal for juries and televote, so my guess is they're going to disagree quite a bit. Greece is one of the few songs that I see in the running that has like more of a appeal for both groups, and based on that, I think it'll squeeze through because the others will cancel each other out. I use a lot of air quotations right now, so that's why I'm making a bold prediction here. Pre-rehearsals, keep that in mind. I do not know the outcome yet of the staging. Greece will win this semi is my prediction. Let's take a look at the ESC United staff. They believe, on the other hand, that Tamta's replay will win this whole semi. I guess that's not a surprise either. Looking at the readers of ESC United, guess what? They agree with the staff. Cyprus will win the semi. Last but not least, what are the betting odds saying? They're saying I'm wrong. It's going to be Cyprus. So Cyprus, based on all the other groups, clearly the number 1 contender for the victory in this semi, that is. I still stay by what I'm saying. Greece, look out for Greece. I think they could win this. But let's move on. Who I think will finish in 2nd place, and that's a little bit more obvious. It's Cyprus. Cyprus may not do quite as well with the juries, I think, and that's why it maybe drop a position in the overall ranking in the semis. Could be potentially like a 4th or 5th place, and that is similar if you look at voting patterns based on the style, because, you know, last year Cyprus also has this fun summery dance song. That happened with Eleni's, but I think she finished 5th with the juries or something like that, which is still good, you know, it'll qualify. But she didn't finish in first place overall. But this will go really high with the televoters, and second place is a very comfortable prediction here for me. Let's take a look at my staff. They said Greece will finish in second place, so they just flipped it around what I did. Fair enough. We didn't compare notes, by the way, just to make sure. I'm looking at some of these things right here for the first time as well. Then the ESC United readers, they say Iceland. Hatari will finish in second place. Interesting. And then the betting odds agree with actually the readers. Iceland in second place right now based on that. So it's going to be between those three countries, right? These are the only ones. Cyprus, Iceland, and Greece. The three countries mentioned so far. Moving on, third place for me is actually Iceland. So I think Hatari will do really well. Will definitely qualify in third place. As a matter of fact, I predict right now that Iceland will win the televote. I do have a feeling that Iceland will win the televote. Iceland is a potential show closer. We don't have the full running order yet, but I can see Iceland being put in the last position. And what a way to end the show. And I think that could easily win it all. It's going to go drop a little bit with the juries, but I think it'll be appreciated by the juries to a certain extent. So third place for Iceland as of right now. Based on my prediction, what do the people on my team say? The ESC United staff agrees with me. Iceland in third place based on their predictions. Then the readers, though, they have a different opinion. Belgium, Elliot, Wake Up, will finish in third place. That's what they're saying. Interesting. I didn't see that one coming, actually, that it would be that high, but that's what it is. Then the betting odds currently put Greece also in third place. So Greece, again, looking pretty darn good for them as well. This is where we're at right now. Moving on, which country will finish in fourth place? Listen, mine first. There's always this, not even surprise qualifier, but this song that no one saw coming or doing this well, right? There's always one song. And based on my first vibe impression, this could potentially be Serbia's year to do really, really well. Kruna has definitely jury appeal, and they could put it really high up in their ranking. And Serbia usually does at least somewhat well in the televote. At least I can see them at being like at least 8th or 9th place overall in the televote, potentially higher. They do get Montenegro's vote, they get points from Slovenia, so they have a few televote points just from the get-go, and I just see them doing fairly well in the televote, potentially better even in the jury vote, and then combining the results, I'm going to do a bold prediction here and say Serbia 4th place. What? Again, she may butcher the staging, I don't know, just a hunch. Let's see what the rest are saying. The ESC United staff believes that Estonia is going to be in 4th place. Victor Krona, storm like this. Okay, interestingly enough. Then Portugal, 4th place with our readers. So Portugal doing really well there as well. And then guess what? The betting odds agree with the readers. 4th place for Portugal. So let's see if they're right. If I'm right, we still got a little bit of time to go. Moving on, 5th place. Who do I believe will finish in 5th place and qualify? Australia. Australia will be at least midfield in the qualification round. I just don't see them any lower. Kate's song will, even though a lot of people are like about it in the community here with Eurovision, I do think that just based on that outlandish, it doesn't even going to be the same staging, but this song itself is so out there, people will definitely remember and gravitate towards it, especially if it's performed later on in the running order. I see it doing really well. Australia usually gets good points from the juries anyway, so 5th place, I feel very confident about that prediction actually. Then our staff said Slovenia will finish in 5th place. Okay, interestingly enough, then our readers on ESC United, they are saying that Greece will finish in 5th place. So they put it a little lower than the other groups. Still good. I mean, 5th place, hello. But yeah, a little lower than the rest of us. And then what do the betting odds say? They agree with the ESC United staff. Sebi will finish in 5th place if we believe the betting odds in this particular semi. Moving on, 6th place. So I am putting Portugal right now in 6th place based on my vibe and feelings when it comes to the outcome. Now, Conan Osiris song is so different and it has to qualify based on my personal taste. It would probably be a little higher if it was based on just what I want. But I do feel this is a very difficult song to get into. I don't know how many people will click with it, and if people click with it as much. So I still think it's going to do really well and will qualify, just not quite as high as some people would hope, the diehard fans, but 6th place I feel is a fair, a fair prediction on my part. I could be wrong, who knows, just a hunch. Okay, let's take a look at the ES United staff. They are saying Hungary will finish in 6th place. All right. Moving on to our readers. They're saying Slovenia finish in 6th place. And last but not least, the betting odds say Australia finishes in 6th place. I had them in 5th place, so it's pretty close. Okay, moving on. 7th place. This is where I put Belgium right now. Iliad song, Wake Up. I'm worried, and it's not fair on my part, that, you have to compare it to last year, but this could easily flop with a wrong staging. I don't know the staging yet, but I just don't know what they can do, because it's such a calm and peaceful song to make it really pop. So I'm worried it's going to get lost a little bit. It has an advantage on being one of the few slow songs in the second half, so that could work in its favor, but I think 7th place sounds about right. I think it's going to do fairly well with the juries. I'm a little worried about the televoters, so that's why I put it a little lower than maybe some people would like, but that's how I feel about it. But it'll qualify, I think, as this is a good year for Belgium to make it back to the finals. Let's see who else agrees or disagrees. The ES United staff believes Portugal will finish in 7th place. I put it one little lower than I did, actually. Then the readers say Australia will finish in 7th place. And the betting odds, they agree with me. They say Belgium, 7th place. They know what they're saying, and so do I. Hashtag not really. All right, moving on. 8th place. And that one kind of surprised me once I did that, but hey, that's how it goes. I gotta be honest. In 8th place, I believe it's going to be Czech Republic. Yes, I think they will qualify once again. To me, Lake Malawi, if you watch some of my reaction, I'm not a big fan of the song myself. Like, it wouldn't be probably in my top 10 even. But I totally can put that aside and objectively say that this song, Friend of a Friend, could be a jury favorite. I could see Czech Republic finish in the top 3 with the juries. And I think it's going to be lower. It may not even be in the top 10 with the televoters. It's very, very possible. The Czech Republic will not even make it into the top 10 of the televoters, but I feel as the juries will bring it up so much that it'll be enough to qualify. So, Czech Republic, 8th place, that's my prediction. In 8th place with the staff, it's Belgium. Okay, they even put it lower than I did. That's interesting. The readers of ESC United put Hungary in 8th place. And then the betting odds put Czech Republic in 8th place, just like I did. So for the last two, they agreed. We agreed, actually. That's good. So that's it. So we're getting closer to the end of the top 10. In 9th place, putting Estonia. Victor Krona, Storm Like This. And here is why. I still think Estonia is going to qualify. I'm just getting a Verona 2.0 vibe here. Verona did win Istilal, but kind of flopped with the juries, even Istilal. But since the televoters put it in 1st place, it was definitely enough for it to squeeze through and win the whole thing. And the same thing happened, but then at Eurovision, it actually didn't do well with the juries, and it wasn't enough for the televoters to make up the difference. And Estonia did even worse than Verona in Istilal when it comes to the juries. So I feel as this could potentially happen again this year for Estonia. And then the televoters, though, will like it better than the juries. And it'll be enough this time, though, for Estonia to make it through to the finals. Just not doing quite as well as some people may hope, but I think it'll be enough. Okay, let's compare it to the rest of the folks. The ES United staff believes Serbia will finish in 9th place. It's the first time I see Serbia since I put it down there. No, that's good. Estonia with our readers, so they agree with me with the 9th place. So I guess I wasn't that far off. And then the betting odds put Estonia in 9th place as well. This is the 3rd time in a row that we agree. I think 1, 2, 3, yes. So, yeah, I should become a betting odd expert. I have no idea how betting odds work, so don't bother. Okay, so it's time to talk about the final qualifier, the borderline qualifier, as we like to call it, right? And here's a country that I put as my borderline qualifier. Finland. Darude and Sebastian. Yes, they're gonna repeat what Sarah Alto is doing. Finland, to me, is the kind of song that just kind of is doing well enough. It's not going to be moving mountains, neither with the juries nor the televoters, but it's likable enough for pick up enough votes. No one will put it really far down in their ranking, and it'll squeeze through by a hair, but will qualify. That is my prediction here, and my gut feeling telling me right now. So Finland will make it on to the finals, although they may butcher the staging. But I'm not thinking about that right now. That's not important. Let's move on and see how the staff of ES United voted. They're putting Czech Republic in 10th place, so they also believe it's going to qualify. The readers of ES United also put Czech Republic in 10th place. And then last but not least, the betting odds put Finland in 10th place. Okay, I did not plan that. But the last 4 countries, the betting odds and we agreed. That's interesting. All right. But there you have it. These are the 10 countries that I currently predict to qualify. You can see my list and the other 10 lists. In just a second, I'm going to combine the results. But I want to first go for the other ones that I put outside of my top 10 and just give a quick explanation so you don't get too mad at me. In the 11th place, I'm putting San Marino, Serhat. Yes, I think that the song is so charming and could do a similar I didn't know kind of thing where it finished 12th place. This is actually, I think, a little better, actually. I don't think it's going to be enough to win, but I think it's going to do really, really well again and going to pick up a few points here and there, just missing out on the finals. But if he qualifies, I would be thrilled. But, I'm predicting right now. And then there's the biggest probably surprise, Slovenia in 12th place. And hear me out. I need to explain that real quick. Slovenia, if you watch my videos, my reaction video, I like the song. I really like it. And the reason why I'm worried, Slovenia is in the first half of the semi, right? And usually it's not as big of an issue in the semis, but Slovenia is a very unique and specific song. It's special. And when you listen to it, it creates a mood. It's atmospheric. It transports you in a different place for those 3 minutes, right? And it's just, you're in that, in a trance almost, and it's wonderful. I'm worried if Slovenia is going to be like the 2nd or 4th song of the night. By the time the songs have all performed, 17 of them, that the bubble, the vibe, the mood that you felt at that moment has passed, and people just no longer remember that feeling, and therefore it'll be forgotten a little bit. So this Slovenia has just a feel of Blackbird vibe from Finland 2017. I'm worried something like that could happen again. I'm taking some risks here in my prediction. Again, it'll change when the staging comes out. But yes, I'm taking a chance here. I'm just explaining. Montenegro in 13th place, and yes, some people may be surprised it's that high up. I just feel as the juries might have a little bit more of appreciation for it. They go for that music sometimes. I'm like, why? But they do. There are harmonies, there's some vocal talent there, and they will appreciate that. So I can see Montenegro doing a little better with the juries, but the televoters will not allow this one going anywhere near the top 10. So 13th place for Montenegro. Poland, a similar situation, just the other way around. I think Poland will probably finish in the top 10 with the televoters, like 10th or 9th place. It's just not impactful enough to go higher than that. The juries will not get it. I'm so confident about that prediction. If I'm wrong, I'm the first one I'm happy to admit it, but that's just, what I'm predicting. So overall, only a 14th place for Poland. And then another shocker for me, Hungary in 15th place. I don't know. Hungary is a good song. It has a good song, but after I listened to all the songs, 17, Hungary doesn't stand out as much, right? I feel like this could be another forgotten song. And with other songs like Slovenia, Serbia, where I feel like they're a little bit more unique than Hungary, could cancel each other out, and Hungary is going to get the short end of the stick. That is how I felt about when I looked at this. And then in 16th place, I'm putting Belarus. And then in 17th, Georgia, potentially the 2nd year in a row where they finished last in the semis. I don't see these 2 songs having a really fair shot. That is just my prediction, my 1st through 17th place. Again, rehearsals and staging. So I'll do another one when we're in Tel Aviv. So, as I said, we do have the 4 combined votes. And now it's time to merge them together to come up with a top 10 that is bulletproof. And for sure we get it right, because we always get it right, and by that I mean never. Of the top 10, we believe ESC United, the team, believes is going to qualify in May. In first place, as you can see, I was overruled. Of course, Cypress will win this semi. Tamta's replay has it all. So, yep, that's what's going to happen. Trust us. No, don't trust us. I don't know why I keep saying that. Iceland will be in second place. Iceland will finish in second place if we combine the results, and I think I can live with that prediction, even though I put them in third place. Second is absolutely feasible. Greece, the country that I believe will win, overall in third place still. You know, that's all you need, third place. Keep in mind, Netta, even though she won her semi, she only finished, what, in third or fourth place even, I think, in the televote in the semis, and then she won the televote in the final. So anything's possible, right? So, but Greece for now in third place. Portugal will finish in fourth place. Belgium in fifth. Slovenia in sixth place. I was definitely overruled there. Australia in seventh. Estonia eighth. Czech Republic 9. And the borderline qualifier, when you use the combined results, Serbia. I'll take all the credit here because I'm the one that put Serbia really high up. If it wasn't for me, probably Serbia would have not been in our prediction. So you're welcome, Serbia. And then Hungary will be just missing out on the semis. Granted, then I'm the one that kind of caused that. Well, the betting odds also put it in 11th place. So then Finland in 12th place, Poland 13th, San Marino, Belarus, Montenegro in 16th, and Georgia in last place. So this is now our prediction for semifinal 1. Don't take it personal. It's, once again, just for fun. We did our best to predict it, and this is not what we want, not what we hope. You know, there are plenty of songs that I would have put in my top 10 that I had to leave out. Slovenia should be in the top 10, absolutely. What do you think? Time for you to predict. If you agree, fine. Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. If you disagree, fine. Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. Just be kind. Don't make it personal. People always get so mad if you don't agree. Please, please, please don't be mad. Anyway, love to hear from you. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day.